Welcome back everyone to more Tomb Raider 5 Chronicles. Here's the next level of Ireland. This one's called Labyrinth. Now in this level we gotta find, for the secrets, just hang on here, we gotta find 3 golden roses, the bone dust, and the bessetary. Now one of the enemies you gotta watch out for are basically the skeleton enemies. Now I know for Labyrinth, I know a lot of you may think of the 1986 film of the same name, which is really something. Really interesting movie too. Head over this way. Here's the cinematic. That skeleton is really starting to creep me out. It's not only one of the hardest, but it's also one of the darkest levels too. And David Bowie, who played the Goblin King, also did voiced the character LRH in the SpongeBob episode Atlantis Squarepants, otherwise known as Lord Royal Highness, which was 20 years after Labyrinth, which is really interesting. Head this way. Well, head over here, and go right over here, and there's a puzzle. You gotta push these squares. Push this one in the center, then you wanna push the one on the left, and then you wanna push the one on the right. And after you press these tiles into the wall, watch this, here's a cinematic that appears. And you gotta watch out for the skeletons. Now another thing too is that if you go to your inventory, you basically don't have any weapons or anything to shoot these enemies. So you're gonna have to avoid them. Run as fast as you can and to get away from them. You gotta watch out for their swords. You gotta watch out for what they swing at you. And in fact, I'm gonna need a health pack right now. And you never know how many health packs you're gonna need and to get away from them. And to stay alive. And where you gotta go to get away from these skeletons is that you gotta go right over, not here. Don't hit the wall, don't let anything stop you. You gotta go right over here. Now I don't know how much pausing I gotta do so that nothing distracts me while I'm trying to do this. And you wanna go over here. Here's another cinematic. And what I got here by going to my inventory, this is the bone dust. And you're probably wondering and asking yourself, what do you do with this bone dust? You basically gotta backtrack back into the previous room and go back to that pot, while at the same time trying to watch out for the skeletons. Backtrack over here, don't let anything stop you while trying to make your way over to the pot. You can't run jump over the benches, unfortunately. It's very easy for these guys to take away your health when you don't want your health to be taken away. And use the bone dust and place it right over here. And what this will do is it'll lights that pot. And where you gotta go to next, you gotta backtrack. Another cinematic appears right here. Talk about quite a sanctuary of a level. And where you gotta go to next is that you want to go back, but instead of going to the door on the right, where you gotta go to is the one, this door that you see, not the one behind you, but this one over here. This is where you gotta go to next. Here you gotta climb up right here and pull this switch. Then after you pull that switch, next thing you want to do is you want to drop down, go back to the previous room, and go to over here. And you want to go to that skeleton, pick up a small health pack, and go to the door that I see on the right. Pick up that small health pack, and there's a large health pack right here. Place your hand in the hole. Here's the first secret, the first golden rose. And so far, I've got the one secret. You're probably wondering where the other two are at. That I'll show you. And for my statistics, I got 22 out of 36 of the secrets. Next thing we gotta do is we gotta backtrack back to the door on the other side. And where you gotta go to is basically down the slope. Right here. Fall down backwards. You got a long fall right now into the water. In fact, I'm even gonna save right here too. Gotta swim and climb up. And a cinematic appears when you climb out of the water. Excuse me. This is also a very short level too. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, asking yourself, where to go to from here? Next, we gotta go over here to the ramp. And go to the path in front of you. Go down the zigzag hallway. And also don't forget the small health pack that's here. And run across and go to the bridge. And run jump to over there. Grab this ledge. You gotta be careful of what's down below. Don't fall into that lava down below. Climb up. Turn around. You gotta run, jump to the other side. Right there. Gotta be very careful when you make that landing. And don't fall to your death. And here's where you find the next secret, the next golden rose. And that's 2 golden roses. And so we only have one more secret left to find. And we'll have 24 out of 36 of the secrets. This is what I got so far for my secrets. Next thing, we gotta exit out of here. And gotta run, jump, and to grab that ledge. In fact, I'm gonna save right here too. I recommend that you do the same, in case something goes wrong. Shimmy back on the ledge. All the way to the end, and turn around and run jump on the platform back. Gotta be very careful when you do that, like I just did. To land back on this bridge and to not fall into the lava. Pull this lever and watch what happens when you pull it. I'll end this video after what we see what after what happens here. So now you won't have to worry about that fire. But also the bridge goes over there. For what you saw in that cutscene. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I'll continue on more solo next part. I'll see you then. There we go.